Good afternoon, children. So in the morning session, we discussed about verifying whether the given vertices form a triangle. What type of triangle? If three vertices are given, we discussed to verify whether the triangle forms an isosceles triangle or it's an equilateral triangle. So now the next type, suppose four vertices are given, means we have to identify the type of the quadrilateral. Okay, so write the question. Show that, write the question, show that the points capital A, show that the points capital A 3, 5, B 6, 0, A 3, 5, B 6, 0, C 1, -3, and D -2, 2, and D -2, 2 are the vertices of a square. Are the vertices of a square. You have to prove, show that the vertices A 3, 5, B 6, 0, C 1, -3, D -2, 2 form the vertices of a square. Okay, so we have to prove these four vertices. These given vertices form a square. So how we have to do this? How to prove it is a square?
Equal sides and diagonals.
Diagonals are equal and all the sides are equal. Okay, so start doing. First find out AB. Okay, find out BC. Find out CD. Find out DA. First you find all the four sides. Are they equal? After finding this, you find the diagonal. So if you want, you can draw one rough figure so that it will be clear. Okay, A, B, C. When you name it in an order. Name it in a cyclic way. Don't jump from one vertex to another. Okay, A is 3, 5. B is the vertex 6, 0. C is the vertex 1, -3. And D is the vertex -2, 2. So the diagonals also we have to find. First you have to find all the four sides, then find out the diagonals. AB. Children, practice it to do it direct. Okay, what is the formula? Make it first recall the formula. What is the formula? Formula for finding distance or length of the two.
Root x square x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square.
Okay. Root x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. That is root of, listen, root of change in x the whole square plus change in y the whole square. You should know all these terms. Change in x. When we subtract it, what does it mean? Change in x. How much x is changed? Is that no? Huh? In physics, we learn displacement. How will you understand it? Displacement is there? How will you understand displacement is happening? Change of position. The same thing only here. Whenever we find to distance means position is changing. So change in x the whole square plus change in y the whole square. So it will be root of, what is change in x? 6 minus 3 the whole square plus 0 minus 5 the whole square. So it will be root of 3 square plus 5 square. So which is root of 9 plus 25, which is root 34. AB is root 34. Similarly, find out BC. What is BC? Six minus 1 the whole square plus 0 minus of minus, negative of negative. It will become positive. So it is root of 5 square plus 3 square, which is root of again 34. Is it correct? Emil? Emil? Emil?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you calculate and give me CD? CD.
-2
Ah,
-1
yes, -2 -1 the whole
Plus.
square. Whole square. Okay,
Whole
whole square. Plus
plus 2 -3 whole square.
2 minus,
Minus
already
three.
one minus is there. So minus of -3, the
-3
whole
whole
square. That is root of -2 -1 means Mi-
-3 whole square
very
plus,
good.
5 whole square.
5 square. Okay, good.
9 square plus 25 square.
9 square plus
25. 9.
25.
Plus 25.
Ah.
Is equal to root 34.
Very good, very good. Okay. So Emil, practice it regularly. Okay. Next time you should score more marks.
Okay.
Okay. Now next DA. Adil. Adil, what is DA? Yes, yes, Adil.
Root of -2 minus 1 whole square.
Look at here. DA. DA. A is the vertex you have to select.
A.
Or you can look at from the figure. -2 -3. Okay.
-2 -3 whole square plus 2 2 minus -5.
2 -5. There is no negative sign, isn't it? So 2 -5.
2 minus 5 whole square.
Correct. Then next step.
1
-2 -3.
One.
-2 -3. Both are of same sign. -2, -3. Both are same sign means what do you have to do? Add and put the same sign. Don't subtract. Opposite signs means you have to subtract. Here same sign. So you add and put the same sign. So what is the answer? -2 -3.
-2 -3
Hmm.
-5.
-5 the whole square. Yes. Plus.
Plus 3 square.
3 square. So it is root of. Actually, you'll get -3 the square, but it is be squaring. -3 the square, but it is be squaring. We can write it as plus. Okay. So it is same as 25 plus 9. Okay. So it is same as 25 plus 9. So now all the 4 sides are equal. Now if it is equal, you find the diagonal. If it is 4 sides are equal, you can say it is a rhombus, isn't it? You can fix it is a rhombus. All the 4 sides are equal. Therefore, it is a rhombus. Now you have to look whether it is a square. For that, you find the length of the diagonals. Find out AC, find out BD. AC and BD. And Mary, AC.
3 minus 1
3 minus
plus 5 minus 3 all square.
5 plus 3 minus of minus, it will become plus. Okay. So root of so it is root 68. Find out BD. Haynes tube, BD. Hey, Steve, length of the diagonal BD.
Ma'am, I don't know.
How to find? Okay, distance formula. Do you know how to find distance? Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve. Distance is it? Huh?
X root of x square minus x1
X2 minus X1
whole square
uh,
plus y2 minus y1 whole square.
whole square. Okay, now look at the vertex B. What about the vertex B? 6, 0, isn't it? And what is the vertex B? Minus 2, 2. Then try this. The one vertex you can take as X1, the other one as X2.
Negative 2 minus negative 2.
Negative 2. See which is see X1, Y1, X2, Y2. X coordinates we should subtract. Y coordinates we should subtract. So X coordinates if you subtract minus 2. What is the X coordinate in the B?
Minus 6.
Minus 6. The whole square. Plus
0 minus 2.
Okay, that's all. Okay, then you can simplify. What is minus 2 minus 6?
Minus 8.
Minus 8. The whole square. Plus minus 2 the whole square. Now simplify this. This is root of 64 plus 4. It is 68. So whether the diagonals are equal, Afsana, whether the diagonals are equal, Afsana, Pratyush, what about the diagonals? AC is equal to BD. Is it equal? We get all the four sides are equal and the diagonals are equal. Therefore, it forms a given vertices forms a
Square.
square. It forms a square. Is it okay, Bhadra? Children, here we are finding 6 sides. But no, we shouldn't take more time for calculating. We have to do it within the minimum time. That speed, we have to calculation speed, we have to develop. That is important. You can name it in any order. Okay, either you can name it as PQRS, A, B, C, D. But when you name it in the, okay, select, write the vertices given in the question paper. In that order, you write. Okay, what is this? Yes.
X1, Y2, that we can do it in any order, like first vertices and second vertices.
X1, Y2 means first one will be X, second one will be Y.
No, X1, X2.
X1, X2, that you can name it in any order. Okay, A, B, B, A. Distance will be same. So that we can name it in any order. Okay, but the first coordinate for X, second coordinate for Y. That one we shouldn't change. Okay. Likewise, when you name the vertices, you take and write the vertices in the order given in the question paper. Okay, 4 vertices are given here. Look at this question here. 4 vertices are given in the beginning. Okay, so you write it in that order itself. Don't change the order. You take the order given in the question paper itself. And naming, you can name it as A, B, C, D, P, Q, R, S. Okay, let's do one more question. Write the next one. Prove that capital A 2, minus 1, B 3, 4, C minus 2, 3, D minus 3, minus 2. Here they have named it already. Okay, they have named it. Here, if A 2, minus 1, B 3, 4, C minus 2, 3, D minus 2, minus 3. Prove that these are vertices of a rhombus, but not a square. These are vertices of a rhombus, but not a square. These are vertices of a rhombus, but not a square. Hence, find area of the rhombus. Hence, find area of the rhombus. Hence, find area of the rhombus. Okay, so 4 vertices are given. A, B, C, D. A is the vertex 2, minus 1. B is the vertex 3, 4. C is the vertex minus 2, 3. And D is minus 3, minus 2. We have to prove it forms a rhombus, but not a square. That means what do you have to prove? It forms a rhombus, but not a square. That means
All sides are equal.
Right.
4 sides are equal and
Diagonals are equal.
very good. Diagonals are not equal. That one we have to prove. Okay, if it is asked to simply prove that it is rhombus means we can prove all the 4 sides equal. Only that part is enough. But you have to prove it is not a square. That means diagonals are not equal. Now, along with that, one more part is there. Find the area of the rhombus. What is the formula for area of rhombus? We have learned all those things in our lower classes, isn't it? Just recall it. Yes, Melvin, ready? Area of rhombus.
Diagonal.
Diagonals we need. Yes. Write it. Not
Diagonals are
Ah.
equal.
product of the diagonals by 2. D1 into, yes, not plus, into. Okay, Meghna. D1 into D2 by 2. Note it down. Likewise, what is area of a trapezium? Area of a trapezium. Trapezium. We know trapezium means one pair of opposite sides are parallel, isn't it? Okay. Just note it down, children. Note down this in your. Suppose it is a trapezium. AB and CD are the parallel sides. So what is the formula for area of trapezium? Half into H into, yes, correct. A plus B. What is A and B? Parallel sides. H is the perpendicular distance. A plus B into H by 2. That is half into height into sum of parallel sides. Sum of parallel sides. Half into height into sum of parallel sides. Note this one also, area of rhombus. Area of rhombus is half into D1 into D2. But D1 and D2 are length of the diagonals. D1 and D2 are length of the diagonals. D1 and D2, length of the diagonals. Okay. Hope you noted this one. Okay, now we can do this one. Area of a rhombus we have to
Can you
calculate.
show that one more time? That's right. Okay, ma'am.
Now those who are completed, start doing. Find all the sides. Find out AB. Find BC. Find CD. Find DA. Then find the diagonals AC. And find the diagonal BD. 6 sides you have to calculate. With AC, AB, BC, CD, DA.
Some rhombus is inverted.
Rhombus is inverted. Okay. Inverted.
Like a diamond with
Ah, yes, yes.
that you draw the rectangle.
Rhombus is a quadrilateral, is it no?
So, but you draw layer rectangle.
Yes. Okay, here we need only the vertices, isn't it? We have to prove that it is a rhombus. The rhombus is also a
Ma'am,
ah,
the sides I got root 26.
root 26. AB is equal to, okay, I have to check it. I'll check it. Okay, 3 minus 2 the whole square plus 5 square. Others, is it correct, children? Are you getting root 26? Yes, correct. Is it correct? Root 26. All the sides,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
should get 26.
Now the 5K.
5, 4 minus of minus 1. 4 minus of minus 1. Okay, okay, Adidev.
Yes, ma'am.
Likewise, children, one thing I want to say here, this coordinate geometry is an easy topic. But whenever you write the question, when you write the points from the question paper, check whether you are writing correctly. In the question paper, it will be 2, 3. Here you will write 3, 2. You complete the calculation, everything. Okay, so like don't do like that. Okay, after writing the points, you cross check it once again whether you are writing the correct numbers. Is the sign is copied, plus or minus? You check all those things. To find out BC. BC also. Badra, what is BC? BC is it root 26? Badra, are you getting these answers? Badra?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Afsana? What is the value of CD? That is also again root minus 3 plus 2 the whole square minus 2 minus 3 the whole square. Okay. Vishnupriya, here I think this is the order you asked, isn't it? Instead of writing minus 2, minus 3, here I took this as x1, y1. So you can take like this also, no problem. It is correct. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can write like this also. Both are same. Okay, you'll get the same answer only. It will not affect the answer. This 1 square plus 5 squares will get again root 26. Find dA. Fia, what is the value of dA? Length dA?
Root 26.
Root 26. Okay. Now find out AC. After calculating all the 4 sides, you find AC.
32.
32. Root 4 square plus 4 squared. Yes, root 32. Root 32, children, we can write this as 4 root 2, isn't it? That way also we should learn. In the option, what they will give, we don't know. Then find out BD.
72.
72. root 72, which is 6 root 2. For all the four sides are equal and diagonals are not equal. Therefore, it is a rhombus, but not a square. Now we have all the four sides, isn't it? Now we have the length of the diagonal. Find out area of the diagonal. Area is equal to half into d1 into d2. So half into 4 root 2 into 6 root 2.
Then how we find BD?
BD x2 minus x1 3 minus of minus 3.
Ma'am, is area 24.
Oh, 1 second, I'll complete this one. Is it okay? 4 minus of minus 2. Is it okay, Vishnupriya? So you'll get 6 square plus 6 square. Okay, then you'll get root 72, which is 6 root 2. And the area is half into 4 root 2 into 6 root 2. So is it 24 square units? Melvin?
Yes.
Arjun, is it correct? 24? Area? Okay. Okay, children. Now write the next one. Is it over, Rose? Finished? Write the next one, children. Prove that the points, capital A 1, 1, B minus 2, 7, and C 3, minus 3. Are collinear. Prove that these points are collinear. What is meant by collinear? They lie on the same line. Okay. If these three vertices lie on a same line, will it form a triangle? If the points are collinear, will it form a triangle?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. If it is collinear, surely it will not form. Okay, it will not be able to draw a triangle. Non-collinear points are there means we can do a triangle. We can draw one triangle. Non-collinear means we can draw a triangle. Collinear points means they lie on the same line. If you join all the 3 points, we will not get a triangle. Okay, in that case, area of the triangle will be always 0. There is no triangle. So area of the triangle will be 0. Okay. Now look at this. You have to prove it is collinear. So for this, what you do? Find the side AB, find the side BC, and find the side AC. Find it. Collinear means they lie on the same line. Okay, sum of two smaller distances. Sum of two smaller distances will be equal to the length of the bigger one. Now check it. Is it okay? What is AB, BC, AC? AB is root of minus 2 minus 1 the whole square plus 7 minus 1 the whole square. So it is root of Lolita. What is AB, Lolita? Lolita? What is the value of AB? What is the value of AB, Lolita? Okay, Surya. Surya, give the distance AB. Surya. Surya. Root 45. It's 36 plus 9, which is root 45. Now listen, children, this root 45, how we can write? Is it 9 into 5? So we can write this as 3 root 5. It is 3 root 5. Now find out BC. BC is in the same way, 3 minus of minus. 3 plus 2 the whole square minus 3 minus 7 the whole square. So which is root of 5 square plus minus 10 the whole square. So which is 25 plus 100. So we can write this as root 125. Root 25, how we can write? Is it 25 into 5? 25, we can take the root and we can write this as 5 root 5. This 5 root 5. Similarly, find out AC. AC is root of 3 minus 1 the whole square plus minus 3 minus 1 the whole square, which is root of 3 minus 1, 2 square plus minus 4 the whole square, which is 4 plus 16. Is that correct? 3 minus 1 minus 3 minus 1. So we'll get root 20. Root 20, how we can write? It is 4 into 5. So we can write this as 2 root 5. So AC is 2 root 5. BC is 5 root 5. AB is 3 root 5. Okay, so now which are the two smaller numbers? Which are the smaller ones? Which are smaller? Look at here. AB and AC, isn't it? So you add the smaller ones. AB plus AC, which is 3 root 5 plus 2 root 5. 3 root 5 plus 2 root 5 is 5 root 5, which is equivalent to BC. So sum of two sides is equal to the length of the third side. Therefore, they are collinear. Therefore, they are collinear. If sum of two sides is equal to length of the third side, then it is collinear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay.
Ma'am,
Is it?
it
Yes,
is not
can still?
completed. Can you show? It is not
Huh.
complete. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we can do the next one, children. Next one is a new topic we are going to learn. Write the heading. Section formula. Section formula. What is meant by section? Dividing into section means
Equally Bisecting.
That is bisecting. Okay, equally dividing means it is bisecting. Section, dividing into section means making it into some parts. Okay. Okay, here in section formula, listen, suppose we are given with 2 points. Suppose we are given 2 points. A is the point x1, y1. A is the point x1, y1, and B is another point x2, y2. Suppose we want to find a point B on the line segment AB. AB is a line segment. A is the point x1, y1, B is the point x2, y2. Suppose P is a point which divides the line segment AB. Okay. Suppose we want to find a point P which divides the line segment AB in the ratio m is to n. Okay, you can take this. Okay, you can take this as, suppose these are the 2 places A and B. A, the place A is given by the coordinates x1, y1. B is given by x2, y2. We want to locate another place P, which is at a distance m from A and at a distance n from B. Okay, P divides in the ratio m is to n means AP is m parts and PB is n parts, isn't it? So, what is the formula? Okay, so the point P is given by mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. It is mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. Similarly, the next one for the y coordinate my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. Okay, so don't write, first listen, afterwards you can write. Okay, so the point P which divides the line segment joining AB internally in the ratio. Here the word we use is internally. Why we say this is internally? The point P lies between A and B. That is why we use the word internally. Okay, one more formula is there, externally. Okay, it is not there for you. External formula is that. That is, okay, external means this is point A, this is point B. Suppose we want to find a point P which is lying outside. In that case, we take external point of division. Here it is internal point. It is on the line joining A and B. Suppose A is the point x1, y1, B is the point x2, y2. Then the point P, which divides internally in the ratio m is to n, is mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. Write down, write this. The coordinates of the point P. The coordinates of the point P, which divides coordinates of the point P which divides the line segment joining line segment joining capital A x1 y1, capital A x1 y1 and capital B x2 y2 and capital B x2 y2. Yes,
Can you say once more?
the point P which divides the line segment, the point P which divides the line segment joining, capital A x1 y1 and capital B x2 y2, capital B x2 y2 internally in the ratio m is to n. Internally in the ratio m is to n is given by mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, comma my2 plus ny1 by m plus n, my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. So this formula we call it as internal point of division. Internal point. The point P lies on the line segment AB. Okay, it lies on the line segment joining A and B internally. That is why we call this as internal point of division. It is called the internal point of division. Okay. What is the formula? Savio, give the formula. Internal point of division is given by
mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. M by 2 plus n by 1 by m plus n.
Okay. Now listen to my question, children. Suppose I want to find the midpoint. We want to find the midpoint of a line segment. Is it an internal point or external point?
Internal.
Internal. Midpoint means internal. Okay. What is the meaning of midpoint? It divides it in the ratio 1:1, equal ratio. Both the sides will be equal. Okay. So the next is midpoint. Midpoint formula. Midpoint. Okay. So the same formula. A is the point x1, y1. B is the point x2, y2. But look at here. P is the midpoint. If it is midpoint, it divides it in the ratio 1:1. It divides in the ratio 1:1. Midpoint means, note it down, children. Ratio is 1:1. So what is the midpoint? Midpoint is given by P of x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Add the x coordinates, divide by 2. Add the y coordinates, divide by 2. Midpoint. X coordinates, add and divide by 2. Add the y coordinates and divide by 2. This one we call it as midpoint formula.
Yes, ma'am.
So in the next class, learn all these things and come. Okay, learn this formula and come. Okay, few of your attendance I didn't mark. In the next class, learn the formula and come. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.